We need more cowbell here in Wisconsin Rapids. Welcome to the Quadplex for game number 13 of the 2024 Wisconsin AAA American Legion State Tournament. Here on Zaleski Sports Team Aves alongside Katie Lecton, Mike Wendland, Braden Sutter, and Olivia Zimmerman here tonight from the Quadplex. A lot to play for if you're Wisconsin Rapids. Kind of in the same boat if you're Eau Claire, but not as much. Eau Claire has already punched their ticket to championship Saturday as the lone undefeated team in the tournament. Wisconsin Rapids lost their second game to Milwaukee, who just beat De Pere. And eliminated De Pere from the tournament. So Milwaukee is in championship Saturday. They await the winner of this game for the 4 p.m. start tomorrow. So we'll go through all those scenarios and situations once they arise here tonight from Wisconsin Rapids. Wisconsin Rapids will be the visitor on the scoreboard. They'll bat first and field second. They were the visitor when they lost to Milwaukee on Wednesday night. So this tournament will wrap up tomorrow, championship Saturday. The first place and the second place teams in this state tournament will head to Carroll Stream, Illinois next week. So if Wisconsin Rapids loses tonight, Milwaukee will be national, regional bound along with Eau Claire. It's just a matter of who's going to win that trophy tomorrow evening. So we will send it over to Al Searing here in just a moment. We'll go through your starting lineups first. For Eau Claire, again, Eau Claire beat Milwaukee last night in the long day, 9:30 start. Mike and Kale didn't get out of here until about 11:30, 11:45 or so. So again, Wisconsin Rapids will bat first, followed by Eau Claire. Eau Claire will be on the field with Tommy Perkins on the mound. The starting lineup for the home Eau Claire Post 53 Ball Club. Batting first in center field is number 2, Grant Locken. Batting second at shortstop is Trent Cornell. No, we'll go through Rapids first. Yeah, we'll go through Rapids. Makes sense. Batting first in the left field is number 8, Brett Simonson. We'll send it over to Al Searing here for our starting lineups.
Batting second and playing shortstop, number 15, Caleb Ellis. Batting third and doing the catching, number 12, Cannon Plowman. Batting fourth and playing first base, number 21, Braden Biscuit Lewis. Batting fifth and playing center field, number 7, Gage Honeyegger. Batting sixth and playing right field, number 9, Jackson Laskowski. Batting seventh and doing the pitching, the right-hander, number 19, Josh Dakarski. Batting eighth and playing third base, number 24, Carson Orheim. And batting ninth and playing second base, number 6, Landon Freeman. The Rangers are coached by Court and Troy Helmer and assisted by Ryan Hartman and Carson Gunderson. Now the home team, the Eau Claire Post 53 Pizza Hut. Leading off and playing center field, number 2, Brent Locken. Batting second and playing shortstop, number 6, Trent Cornell. Batting third and playing third base, number 8, Leo Lauscher. Batting fourth and playing first base, number 19, Sawyer Stein. Batting fifth and playing left field, number 18, Kellen Smith. Batting sixth and doing the pitching, number 34, Tommy Perkins. Batting seventh and playing right field, number 10, Tyler Iverson. Batting eighth and doing the catching, number 7, Carter Beat. And batting ninth and playing second base, number 3, Jamison Keska. Eau Claire 53 is coached by Mark Fanis and assisted by Doug Platter, Dave Johnson, Jeff Dykes, and Gene Iverson. Your umpiring crew for tonight's game: working first base, John Bilo. At second base, Bruce Shaw. At third base, Darren Olson. And calling the balls and strikes will be Eric Gross.
All right, there you have it, your starting lineups tonight. So we'll go through them again for Wisconsin Rapids. Then when Eau Claire comes up, we'll go through their batting lineup as well. Hasn't changed much throughout the summer for Cord Halber. Batting first in the left field is Brett Simonson, followed by Caleb Ellis, Cannon Plum, and Braden Lewis. Gage Honeyegger, Jackson Laskowski, batting sixth in the right field, Jackson Laskowski. Seventh is the pitcher, Josh Tokarski. Carson Orheim bats eighth, and Landon Freeman bats ninth. They'll be going up against Tommy Perkins for Eau Claire here tonight. Herrick and Hart Law Office, they've been on the side of the injured since 1951. Find them at eauclairlaw.com. That's eauclairlaw.com to find Herrick and Hart Law Offices. The defense behind Perkins tonight: Kellen Smith, Grant Locken, Tyler Iverson from left to right. Leo Lauscher is at the hot corner at third. Trent Cornell at short. Jamison Keska at second. Sawyer Stein at first. Carter Veith is catching for Tommy Perkins tonight. Wisconsin Rapids, in their 6-hour game yesterday against Marshfield, got off to a blazing start. Scored 4 runs in the first inning, 2 in the second inning, and then we had another 2-hour rain delay. And Rapids went on to win that one, a final score of 10-1. First pitch tonight is at 7 p.m., and we are underway here from the Quadplex. Another beautiful night. Had rain and storm yesterday, but pretty fortunate to be back with you with some beautiful weather. 87 degrees at first pitch here tonight. No precipitation in the air. There's a strike, and Simonson is behind 1-2. So the situation again: Wisconsin Rapids wins. They will be playing Milwaukee at 4 o'clock tomorrow. Eau Claire wins. They'll be playing for a state championship at 4 o'clock against Milwaukee tomorrow. If Milwaukee beats Eau Claire in the first game, they'll have to play a sudden death game at 7 o'clock here at the Quadplex. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And it clips Brett Simonson. He's hit by a pitch. So an early base runner here for Wisconsin Rapids, and that'll bring up Caleb Ellis. Caleb last night, a couple of walks, a ground out, and a kind of an oopsie double when the clouds and the ball were kind of all the same color. Marshfield defense struggled late in that game. High and tight to Ellis, and it's 1-0. Simonson at first with nobody out. Carter Veith behind the plate for Eau Claire, post 53. Stays put, misses high, and we're 2 balls and no strikes. That's going to be chopped foul. Look out over there again, Braden. Braden's doing all right. Took one off the tripod in the first game. He's back at it and ready to go. And appreciate all the staff here on Zaleski Sports all week. Done a tremendous, tremendous job. The 2-1. Ellis fouls that one off to the batting cage area. I think he hit that light pole down there, and it came back into the field of play. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Caleb Ellis with nobody out here in the top of the first inning. Yes, the top, Wisconsin Rapids lost the coin toss. And Eau Claire decided to be the home team. The 2-2. Popped up behind third. Cornell over on it, as so is Lauscher, and Leo Lauscher is going to make the catch for the first out of the inning. That'll bring up Cannon Plum and the catcher. Cannon was hit by a pitch, a 2 RBI single in the second last night, and a couple of doubles.
Number 12, Cannon Plowman.
Cannon not wanting his Legion career to be done with. Looks at a ball high. And a handful of players from Eau Claire North, Eau Claire Memorial, all sprinkled in here. That one misses away. Mark Faunus, the head man for Eau Claire once again this year. 2 balls and no strikes. That one skips in there. 3-0 from Perkins coming up. Milwaukee used a 3-run 6th inning to get past De Pere tonight. A 4-1 final. First game of this afternoon. And Cannon will walk on 4 pitches. So 2 base runners here for Wisconsin Rapids. That'll bring up Braden Lewis. Bruce Orthodontics provides comprehensive orthodontic care for patients of all ages. They're now accepting new patients at their Marshfield office and accept most insurances. At Bruce Orthodontics, they're changing lives one smile at a time. Call their Marshfield office and set up a free consultation today. 2 on, 1 out. First offering from Perkins misses high, and it's 1-0. Out to have a conversation, Carter Veith, the catcher tonight for Perkins. And 325 down the lines here at the Quadplex, 365 at the gaps, and 380 to center field. Had 3 home runs early this week. That was on Tuesday. Haven't had any since. The 1-0 is fouled into the mitts. Evens it up at a ball and a strike. Had one for Milo Upton. I think Sawyer Stein hit one. Leo Lauscher did. And then Caleb Ellis. There's a strike on the inside corner. 1 ball and 2 strikes. I think Lauscher's was dead center field in their game. Upton hit his to left, and Ellis hit his to right. Now it's going to be flowing to center. That's Grant Locke in there. Easy play for the center fielder. And there's 2 away. That'll bring up Gage Honeyegger, the center fielder, and winning pitcher last night for Wisconsin Rapids. If you live near an A&W restaurant, you are in luck, and you are very fortunate. We'll tell you about their new shake. Has just recently been released. First one misses high to Honeyegger. I think the closest one to us here in Wisconsin Rapids is probably Nacita. Take I-39 south. The 1-0 here to Honeyegger. Popped up and out of play. Evens it up at a ball and a strike.
Please return all foul balls to the dugouts.
Another beautiful night. A little on the hotter side today, as they were expecting, as everybody was expecting. Inside corner and miss. Supposed to cool down next week. Knock on wood. Hopefully it will come to fruition, but supposed to be a little bit cooler next week. Mid to upper 70s. That'll be really nice for the start of high school football practice. Honeyegger to second. And going to step on second, Will Keska, and end the first inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left on. We played a half an inning. It is Rapids nothing. Eau Claire coming up. You're watching the AAA American Legion State Tournament on Zaleski Sports.
Bauer & Feind has been based in Marshfield since 1955. And if you're in business that long, you're obviously doing many things right. We always focus on selling world-class products, backing it up with world-class customer support.
Working with Bauer & Feind Business Technologies has been a pleasure. We have staff on call that we can call if we ever have issues, and the printer usability has been really easy, user-friendly.
Give us a call, visit our website. We'd be happy to come in, talk to you. Maybe there's a way we can help you save some money and work more efficiently.
Why work for Staub Construction?
Everybody around you is just family.
Everybody seems to bond together and get along good, and
they, I believe, truly care about their employees.
Staub has a great benefits package.
Staub is an employee-owned company that puts a large emphasis on work-life balance.
And everybody wants to see everybody succeed. It's a good place to work.
Join the team at Staub Construction. Apply now at staubco.com.
Bottom of the first inning we go here in Wisconsin Rapids. It'll be Grant Locken, Trent Cornell, and Leo Lauscher for post 53 against Josh Tokarski tonight. We were thinking it would either be Tokarski or Orheim. Orheim would probably be a relief tonight. If Wisconsin Rapids is able to make it to tomorrow, they will have Braden Lewis and Caleb Ellis available. Braden threw 70 pitches on Tuesday night against Oshkosh, and Caleb Ellis in relief threw 74 in that 11-inning marathon on Tuesday night. Grant Locken to lead things off here, the center fielder for Eau Claire.
Center fielder, number 2, Grant Locken.
And it helps tremendously on our part. That's going to be a hit over to Ellis at short. Strong throw, and that's going to retire Locken on one pitch and one out. I was mentioning it's very beneficial to us at Zaleski Sports to have all of our friends and advertisers and all the fine folks in Eau Claire, because again, over here you don't get to see a whole lot of Eau Claire and Chippewa Falls and all those teams, but you have Bob Bradovich over there calling Eau Claire games during the summer and spring. Get to know some of these games, like names like Grant Locken and Leo Lauscher. Now it's going to be fouled straight back. Eau Claire took second place last year in the AAA state tournament up in Marinette. Got taken down by Janesville. 1-1 is a high breaker in there for a strike, and it's 1-2. Tokarski comes back and fires home, and a wild pitch over the head of Cornell, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Yeah, before we tell you about A&W's new restaurant here, we'll finish this at bat. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Brewers are in Washington, D.C. tonight, taking on the Nationals. They were out to a 3-0 lead. That game is live on ABC or on Apple TV. Over to Orheim at third. Throws out Cornell, and there's 2 away. 2 up and 2 down now for Leo Lauscher. Carson Orheim with the putout. Yep. Middle of the 5th inning, tied at 3. That's just about how well the last couple of weeks have gone for the Brewers. Lose to some really bad teams and struggle against some good teams. There's a breaking ball in there for a strike. Introducing the new Captain Crunch Cereal Shake. The A&W Signature Frosty Mug is filled with creamy vanilla soft serve and loaded with Berrylicious Bites. Berrylicious bits of Captain Crunch cereal. It'll take you back to Saturday morning cartoons and then some at your nearest A&W All-American restaurant. Ground ball over to Orheim, and that'll do it here in the first inning. Make sure you go to A&W in your nearest locations: Altoona, Cadott, Withee, Spencer, and Colby. We've played one complete here in Wisconsin Rapids. It's Eau Claire nothing, Rapids nothing. Go to the top of the second after this on Zaleski Sports.
Yeah, and you think about all the different techniques he's got to have in his repertoire, right? All the arrows in his quiver, and he's got all of them here today.
I mean, medium well. Do you want it rare? Special orders, pickles, no pickles, ketchup, no ketchup.
You know, what we're seeing here, Paul, the spatula control is unreal.
Yeah, it's one of those deals where he's got absolutely no beef. He's just focused on doing his job. Yeah, I mean, without these cooks, everyone would just truly be fried.
We go to the top of the second inning here in Wisconsin Rapids. Hey, baseball and softball coaches, check this out. Finally, the app we've all been waiting for, Coach's Edge. Coach's Edge is the app to teach your players the signs, help extend teaching time beyond practice, ditch the playbooks, and level up your team's IQ. Your players seem to always know where their phone and technology is. Now put your coaching knowledge in their technology with Coach's Edge. No more missed signs. Instead, unlock your players' full potential with Coach's Edge. Download Coach's Edge for free on your mobile device. It'll bring up Jackson Laskowski here in the second inning.
Leading off for the Rangers in their half of the second is the right fielder, number 9, Jackson Laskowski.
Laskowski, the right fielder. Misses inside for a ball, and we're underway here in the second inning. And we'll have one game guaranteed for you. Depending on how this game goes, we'll determine if we have 2 ground ball past third. And then it will determine if Eau Claire wins this game. Then I'm assuming Eau Claire would only want to play one game tomorrow and get home. But we'll see how all that pans out tomorrow here on Zaleski Sports. The 1-1 bounces in there. 2-1 to Jackson. It's been breezy, which has helped with the heat. And a swing and a miss there by Laskowski. Perkins evens it up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2. Popped up on the infield. No, foul ball, look out. And drifting back and can't make the play. That's a tough play there for Veith. Able to come back and make the catch. And it will remain 2-2, and Laskowski will have another opportunity here to lead off the second inning. The 2-2. And misses away and low. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Again, it's been this way for the last number of years, but the top 2 teams that come out of this state tournament in Wisconsin, first and runner-up, are guaranteed a spot in the National Regional next week. Ground ball over to Cornell at short. Strong throw and retires Laskowski. There's 1 up and 1 down here for pitcher Josh Dekarski. Again, that regional next week from August 7th to August 11th is in Carroll Stream, Illinois, just west of Chicago.
The pitcher, number 19, Josh.
And then after that, if you're lucky enough to get out of your regional, then you head to North Carolina for the World Series. That's a fly ball to left. Still going back is Kellen Smith at the warning track and at the wall and makes the catch. Dekarski put a drive into that one. Kellen Smith with a nice play. And there's 2 away. Again, the difference, there's a lot of differences between dirt and turf and grass and turf and all that. I think one of the biggest differences for outfielders, once you get to the warning track, then you're able to tell the difference between the grass and the dirt. Here, it's very tough to do. And Orheim bloops this one behind first. That's going to drop for a base hit. Into the Bermuda Triangle behind first base. And a 2-out base hit for Carson Orheim. That's a big hit for Carson. He hasn't played this week, and to be able to start a game, to put your team into championship Saturday and come away with a 2-out base hits, that's a sign of a veteran ball player. Just graduated from Port Edwards High School this past spring. Now Landon Freeman, the second baseman. That was high, 1-0. So far in this game, we've played only an inning plus total. We've seen some tremendous defense on both sides. Now it's popped up. Look out back here. Veith looking, and again, out of the glove. Carter's had a couple of opportunities, and those ones that drift you back near the field of play, or fair territory, very, very tough. 1 ball and 1 strike to Landon Freeman. That one bounces in there. 2-1. Going to have full camera coverage and broadcast and analysis and play-by-play of the 1 or 2 games tomorrow for you, as we've had all week. Freeman spins out of the way and the count runs 3 balls and a strike. Top of the order, and Brett Simonson due next. Perkins comes set. And missed. So a ground ball, or a ground out, a fly out, a bloop single, and now a walk will bring up Brett Simonson. Brett Simonson was hit by a pitch and was left stranded at second base just in the previous inning. Perkins comes set. Nearly hits Simonson again, misses inside, and it's 1-0. Brett pitched well against Milwaukee on Wednesday, but did not come away with the win. That one's high and tight, 2-0. Caleb Ellis awaiting on deck. That one spikes in there, and Simonson ahead 3-0. Reminder to get Culligan Water for only $9.95 a month for the first 3 months. Visit Sterling Culligan Water at CulliganH2O.com. That's CulliganH2O.com. 3 balls and no strikes. Taking the whole way and misses high. So now the bases are loaded for Caleb Ellis. 2 quick outs and then a single and a pair of walks. Ellis popped out to Lauscher back in the first. Big opportunity here for the veteran shortstop, Caleb Ellis. Good speed on the base path. Pops it up. And that was going to drift out of play. Mancino's Grinder and Pizza is locally owned and operated and has been a family tradition for over 27 years. For the best hot sandwich in town, grab a Grinder at Mancino's, conveniently located just off of Highway 53 and Claremont Avenue in Eau Claire. And that was going to be golfed to right. Iverson over on it, and Ellis will leave the bases loaded here in the second inning. No runs on a base hit, 3 left. We've played 1.5. Still scoreless here in Wisconsin Rapids. Back after this on Zaleski Sports.
Welcome to Bruce Orthodontics, where we provide comprehensive orthodontic care to patients of all ages. We are now accepting new patients, and we accept most insurances.
Orthodontics is much more than just a job to me. It is my passion and my life. What separates us from other orthodontists is constant continuing education for myself and my staff, compassion, and dedication. Here at Bruce Orthodontics, we change lives one smile at a time. I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
You're tuned in to Better Halves. Mike, what are you looking for?
Skip, I'm not getting older. I'm getting better. I still got big plans for my life and my Medicare.
I know exactly what you want from Medicare. Same as all the other guys. Me!
Hey, Mike, I'm Sheila from Security, and I'm just like you. In fact, I'm from your neighborhood, and I've got a Medicare plan that treats you like you.
Did it just get better in here?
All right, bottom of the second inning we go. Sawyer Stein to lead things off, followed by Kellen Smith and Tommy Perkins. Sawyer Stein, the first baseman, had a pretty good high school career in his own right as well. Remember him from last year's state tournament up in Marinette.
Leading off for Eau Claire in their half of the second inning is the first baseman, number 19, Sawyer Stein.
See if I can find that game here for you. Yep, July 29th last year, inside corner from Dekarski. Stein was on deck for Eau Claire, the championship game against Janesville, when Cooper Dykes struck out. A 4-3 game. Karski behind 2 balls and a strike. Again, a fun tournament up in Marinette last year as well. Some phenomenal games up there. Outside corner, and Dekarski gets a gift, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. And Stein fouls that one off. Janesville post 205 last year, their first state championship in about 25 years or so it was. The 2-2 line to left center. Over there is Honeyegger. Drifting over and makes the catch for the first out of the inning. That'll bring up the left fielder, Kellen Smith, who just made a tremendous play in his own right on Dekarski's fly ball to left, right in front of the warning track in the previous half inning. 1 away now for Smith. Tommy Perkins awaiting on deck.
Number 18, Kellen Smith.
Karski wheels and deals. Ground ball again. Ellis, it goes off of Ellis's arm. Very, very rare, but a 1-out error will put Smith on with 1 out. That'll bring up Tommy Perkins, the pitcher. I think I saw Tommy in the concession stand line yesterday during the rainout. Yeah.
The pitcher, number 34, Tommy Perkins.
Runner at first and 1 out. Doesn't square, looks at a strike. Again, Rapids is the visiting team in this game. They lost the coin flip and bat first. So Eau Claire will have the final at-bats. Throw over to first and just barely back. Kellen Smith didn't swing or didn't slide. That was pretty close. Over to first and back in time. That time is Smith. No balls and a strike here. Ooh, says ball high and evens it up at a ball and a strike. One ball and 1 strike. There goes the runner. Popped up behind third. Long run for Orheim. Drifting over. He makes the over-the-shoulder catch. Nice catch there by Carson, and there's 2 away. As I mentioned, some great defense so far. Whether it's water skiing, baseball, or golf, nothing that I'm very good at. Shepke Chiropractic has your back for all your sports-related injuries this summer. You can rely on Shepke Chiropractic to get you back in the game. Visit us online at shepkechiropractic.com. Water skiing, not a big fan of the water. Baseball, really bad at it. Golf, really bad at. So baseball and golf require a lot of hand-eye coordination. Some I found out pretty early in life that I'm not very good at. But if you are and you get injured, go to Shepke Chiropractic in Eau Claire. That'll help you out. Runner at first and 2 outs. Another fly ball, same spot, not a play, 1 and 2. I've tried golfing. I like putt-putt. Mini golf is the way to go. Even that you can get really frustrated with. It's a lot more fun and it doesn't cost as much as real golf. The 1-2. Fly ball, same spot again, out of play. If you are a good golfer, kudos to you, because that is a tough, tough sport. One runner on and 2 outs. We play in the bottom of the second inning here in Wisconsin Rapids. A ball and 2 strikes to Tyler Iverson, the right fielder. Catcher Carter Veith on deck. Good battle here. The 1-2. Missed high. Evens it up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. I have a father-in-law and a brother-in-law that are very, very good golfers. They've taken me to some nicer courses and been an embarrassment. There's a strike 3 called to end the second inning. No runs, no hits, an error, and 1 left on. We've played 2 completes. We're scoreless through 2. You're watching the AAA American Legion State Tournament on Zaleski Sports.
Hi, I'm Shai from Next Step Prosthetics. 5 years ago, we opened our practice to provide life-changing prosthetics that are both comfortable and functional.
I would definitely recommend Shai.
Shai is very compassionate, caring.
We've grown to serve patients throughout Wisconsin. We want to thank them, their families, and providers who have trusted us on their journey.
Go to Next Step, because it's going to change your life.
Why wait another day? Call to set up a free, no-obligation evaluation. Let us take the next step together towards a better life.
Business owners share so many challenges, but there's one challenge that has an easy solution. Branding your business with creative graphics and a plethora of effective print marketing options is as easy as Quality Plus Printing. With over 30 years of marketing expertise and a track record of happy customers, you can trust in Quality Plus Printing to develop the perfect brand for you. As a business owner, you have enough to focus on. Give yourself a break and trust in Quality Plus Printing on each street in Wisconsin Rapids, or find us at qpprinting.com. That's qpprinting.com.
Welcome back to the Wisconsin AAA American Legion State Tournament. AA and Single A also are started up today. One of our local teams, Stratford Legion, got a state tournament win today over Baldwin. So congratulations to Stratford. They are in Osseo this week. Open for some luck here at the end of the summer. As I mentioned, the cooler weather coming next week, that has got to be just great. If you're a high school football player starting practice next week, you have got to be excited for colder weather. And Plowman went around on the first pitch, and it's 0-1. Another full fall of games. Mentioned it yesterday, the day before. Probably yesterday. From the start of football last year to the end of what will be the end of baseball season, we got 2 more Legion games, 3 maybe, handful of WBA regional games. As 2-1 here to Plowman. And north of 1,350 games this last year on Zaleski Sports. Plowman to third, diving off the glove of Lauscher. And Cannon will reach an infield base hit. That'll bring up Braden Lewis with Plowman standing at first. Braden flew out to center field with runners at first and second back in the first inning. We're in the top of the third. That one's high and tight. Again, with a win here tonight, I think either way, with Eau Claire's win last night, they punched their ticket to the National Regional in Illinois next week. Lewis to right. That'll fall in front of Iverson. Couple of back-to-back base hits from the 2 veterans here for Wisconsin Rapids. The 2 graduate returners from a year ago. That'll bring up one of the younger guys, Gage Honeyegger, for Wisconsin Rapids. Again, haven't really had to deal much this week with left-handed batters struggling to see with the sun setting. We've had some good cloud cover. Squares the bunt, gets it down, third base side. Nobody there at first base. Nobody covering first, and the bases are going to be loaded. Nobody went over to cover first. Stein came in to crash, and that'll bring up Jackson Laskowski. He bounced out to Cornell back in the second inning.
Number 9, Jackson Laskowski.
Bases are loaded, corners stay up, middle stays back. First offering. Misses outside from Perkins. Tommy Perkins already have 50 pitches here, and we're in the top of the third inning with nobody out. Perkins fires home, pops it up. Veith again, and Lauscher will call him off this time and make the catch. And there's one away here in the third inning for Josh Tokarski. A deep fly ball to left his last time up. At Chippewa Valley Orthopedics, whether you are a professional athlete, weekend warrior, or simply have an aching joint, rest assured that you'll receive unsurpassed care delivered with compassion and respect. Now it's popped up. Shallow left center field, long run for Locken. Tough play. It's going to be caught. And Plumman's going to try. The throw home is going to be there, and they got him out. A promising inning is finished on a fly ball or a pop-up here in foul territory, and then Cannon Plumman gunned down at home plate on a double play. So Claire gets out of the damage. We played 2.5. To the bottom of the third we go. You're watching American Legion State Tournament action on Zaleski Sports.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fear, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Take a look at the good crowd. We've had good crowds all week long, even during that rain delay yesterday and before that and after that. It's been a pretty consistent crowd here in Wisconsin Rapids this week, and we appreciate them all coming out and enjoying and watching some high-quality baseball here in the state of Wisconsin. Finish up our read there from Chippewa Valley Orthopedics. Reminder, when you need it most, visit the sports medical experts at Chippewa Valley Orthopedics. Leading it off will be Carter Veith, the catcher. Jamison Keska, and then back to the top of the order, Grant Locken. That's the third time this week that Wisconsin Rapids has gotten called out on a play at the plate. There's going to be a hit over the head of Caleb Ellis. And a leadoff base hit there for the catcher, Carter Veith. Good start here for Eau Claire in the bottom of the third inning. That'll bring up the second baseman, Jamison Keska.
Second baseman, number 3, Jamison Keska.
Carson Orheim in at third. Ready for the bunt. Pick off to first, and they got him at first. Carter Veith is picked off. And there's one away here in the third inning. They erase the leadoff base hit. And we reset things with nobody on and one out. Offering from Tokarski is in there for a strike. Tokarski fires back home. High chopper to Orheim. And out of the glove of Lewis. And an error on Braden. He tells the left side of the infield, you've got to throw it lower so I can see it. So we mentioned the batters struggling to see, even the fielders. And that'll bring up the top of the order and Grant Locken.
Grant Locken.
And as soon as that ball was out of the mid of Braden Lewis, fly ball to Honeyegger in center. Still backing up and makes the catch. And there's 2 away here in the third for Trent Cornell. He's telling his infield, especially short and third, you got to keep it low, out of the line of the sun. That'll bring up Cornell, grounded out to Orheim back in the first.
The shortstop, number 6, Trent Cornell.
Cornell pitched a couple of days ago, I believe. Missed a tad bit outside, and it's 1-0. The 1-0. Right underneath the hands for a strike. Evens it up at a ball and a strike. 1-1 lined into left. Now it's going to get down, cut off by Simonson. From first to third goes Keska. And a beautifully executed hit and run there for Trent Cornell. And Eau Claire's got a base runner at third base with 2 outs for Leo Lauscher. Runners at the corners now and 2 outs.
Third baseman.
Again, if you're Eau Claire, thinking about tomorrow, you want to win this game because then maybe you only have to play 1 tomorrow. Rapids, you got to win to stay alive. First offering to Lauscher is good for a strike. No balls and a strike. There goes the runner, Cornell. Throw down to second. It's into center field. And Eau Claire will get on top. The throw from Honeyegger to third is not in time. And post 53 gets out to a 1-0 lead. And Cornell goes from first to third on the error. 1 ball and 1 strike here to Lauscher. Lined into right. And another run will score on the base hit from Leo Lauscher. That'll bring up Sawyer Stein. Stein flew out to Honeyegger in the second.
Number 19, Sawyer Stein.
2-0 Eau Claire here in the bottom of the third inning. And this is just a tad bit high, and it's 1-0. Stop Construction is a premier builder of municipal and industrial water and wastewater treatment systems in the Midwest. Stop Construction, a 100% employee-owned company. Tokarski tries it again. Lauscher back in time. Again, Eau Claire has already secured their spot in the National Regional next week. Just a matter that they probably want to avenge their championship game loss a year ago against Janesville and go home back to Eau Claire with a pretty nice trophy tomorrow. Lauscher back in time. Tokarski back home, misses high and tight, and it's 3-0 to Sawyer Stein. Inning started off with a single by Veith. He was picked off. Keska reached on an error. Locken flew out to center, and then Cornell singled. And Keska scored on the error by Cannon Plowman. The throw to center field. Cornell went from first to third on that error, and then scored on the couple pitches later. There goes Lauscher, and it's going to be a walk to Stein. And Eau Claire looking to do some more damage here with Kellen Smith. He reached on air in the second. And Rapids has had opportunities tonight. They have not executed. There's a huge swing and a miss. Rapids in their first game against Oshkosh left 15 runners on. Popped up, foul territory. Lewis gives it a look. In their loss to Milwaukee, they left 8 runners on. Against Marshfield last night, they left 7 on. And so far, through 3 innings, they left 6 runners on. That's going to be popped up again. Foul territory. Lewis again gives it a look. That's going to drift out of play. Rapids had the bases loaded in the second and the third innings. They're unable to execute. With the help from Kellen Smith throwing out Cannon Plum to end that third inning. The 0-2 here to Smith. Breaking ball, just slicing foul down the left field line. Rapids and Eau Claire don't face often. Time is called. Plum has got to get a breather. Eau Claire comes here for the Ranger Invitational every year. Don't usually play each other. The 0-2 back from Smith, or to Smith. Line drive into center field. Honeyegger coming on and making a catch to end the third inning. But Eau Claire strikes for 2 on 3 hits. There were 2 errors and 2 left on. We've played 3 complete. New score, Eau Claire 2, Rapids nothing. You're watching the AAA American Legion State Tournament on Zaleski Sports.
Customize your next apparel order with Maida Custom Apparel of Stevens Point. Visit us today for custom baseball and softball apparel. Need help with a design? We have you covered. Our highly skilled staff will turn your idea into a reality with great quality screen printing. Or choose from a variety of embroidery options today. Visit us at our physical store or online at maidacustom.com.
Hey coaches, check this out. Baseball and softball coaches. Finally, the app we've all been waiting for, Coach's Edge. Coach's Edge is the app to teach your players the signs, help extend teaching time beyond practice, ditch the playbooks, and level up your team's IQ. Your players seem to always know where their phone and technology is. Now put your coaching knowledge in their technology with Coach's Edge. No more missed signs. Instead, unlock your players' full potential with Coach's Edge. Download Coach's Edge for free on your mobile device. For Wisconsin Rapids, it'll be 8-9-1. Carson Orheim, who singled back in the second inning with 2 outs, is up to bat here for Wisconsin Rapids. Again, appreciate everyone tuning in all week here on Zaleski Sports. Jim and Greg checking in.
Number 24, Carson Orheim.
Got a tremendous crowd all week long here in Wisconsin Rapids and as well as watching online. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Next year, the state tournament will be at Buchholz Park along the Wisconsin River in Stevens Point. There's a swing and a miss by Orheim. Last year, Marinette. The year before that, Sheboygan. The year before that, Plover. And Orheim's behind 1-2. Perkins now with a 2-run lead to work with. Seeing what he can do here. And they have bid forms online for cities to put in for bids for state tournaments. But yeah, all depends on who wants to do it and who has the parents and the manpower and the want to get their field ready between every game. 3-2 over to third. That's Lauscher, plays on 2 hops. Now retire Orheim on the first, or for the first out of the inning. That'll bring up Landon Freeman. He walked on 5 pitches back in the second inning. Sandra, thank you for checking in. Silverton, Oregon. I was talking about Oregon the other day. And I guess if somebody that lives there, Sandra, you can tell me different and I've been told different for 30 years. As Freeman grounds this one over to Cornell at short. 2 up and 2 down here in the 4th inning. Oregon or Oregon? Because we have an Oregon, Wisconsin, or Oregon, Wisconsin. Who really knows? Oregon? All right.
To the top of the order for the Rangers, the left fielder.
I've been to the Pacific Northwest a couple of times. I got family that, or a sister-in-law that lives in Seattle. Simonson looks at a ball. Haven't really been out to the quote-unquote real Pacific Northwest. That one misses high. Always see it in movies and TV and all that stuff, like in with all the tall trees out there. I think it'd be pretty cool to go and hang out in the Pacific Northwest for a while. Saw today that the Portland Trailblazers are, speaking of Oregon, the Portland Trailblazers are set in stone in Portland at least through 2030 and have a extension deal through 2035. That was going to be lined into right center field, and Brett Simonson with 2 outs, singles into right center. Got to bring up Caleb Ellis, 0 for 2 tonight. Just have to find time to get out there. 12-month out of the year job covering all these tremendous young athletes here in central Wisconsin and throughout the state of Wisconsin. That's going to be the line foul past the first base dugout. I think he went into the first base dugout doorway there. 0-1 here to Ellis. The 0-1 to Ellis. Lines that one foul the other way, and it's 0-2. Cannon Plumman awaiting on deck. Simonson stands at first with 2 outs. We're in the top of the 4th inning here in Wisconsin Rapids. A win for Wisconsin Rapids puts them into championship Saturday. A loss sends them home. And pass first and pass Coach Halber. And a win for Eau Claire means that they only have to win 1 game tomorrow. No balls and 2 strikes here to Caleb Ellis. And pops it up behind the mound. A tough play. Over to first, not in time. An infield base hit there for Caleb Ellis. That's a tough play for Jamison Keska. Almost made it. But that's kind of like one of those hits that goes behind first base in that Bermuda Triangle. Between the pitcher, shortstop, and pitcher, shortstop, and second base, you kind of have that little triangle there in there as well. And it is a tough spot to make plays. That'll bring up Cannon Plum, and he singled last time. It was thrown out at home on the fly ball by Tokarski. It hits the bottom of the zone, and it's 0-1. And we'll be with you tomorrow, and then again all fall long. The 0-1. It's swung on and missed by Plumman. Ellis single with 2 strikes. We'll see if Cannon can repeat that here for the Rangers. Perkins a long look in. Pitch number 71 here coming for Tommy. And a swing and a miss. And Perkins gets out of it again. Wisconsin Rapids leaves 2 more on the bases. We've played 3.5 halfway through this one. It's Eau Claire 2 and Wisconsin Rapids nothing. You're watching the AAA American Legion State Tournament on Zaleski Sports. Wisconsin River Orthopedics has been providing comprehensive care to Wood County for over 50 years. We offer urgent care for orthopedic pain and injuries, joint replacement, along with focused sports medicine care from evaluation to rehabilitation. Our facilities offer a spacious rehab center to get you back to doing what you love most, along with the latest technology in our ambulatory surgery center and a comfortable open MRI. Stop living with pain and limited range in your joints. Turn to Wisconsin River Orthopedics and get back to the way life is meant to be.
Paul, what we're looking for today first is that basic shopper, the one that's going to go for fruit that's in season right now, because those are the easy picks, the raspberry, the strawberry, the blueberry. But the experts, the one who are going to get the job done today and shine bright on a day like today, those are the ones shopping for the mangoes.
And when you think about vegetables at the grocery store, really there's a lot at stake, because at this point your next stop is the meat market. You don't want to be chicken when you go ahead and pick out your vegetables. You got to make sure you got the right pairing.
When you double clutch on your list, that's when things quickly spiral out of control.
Welcome back to Wisconsin Rapids. See the scoreboard there, our Key Savings Bank scoreboard as well. 2-0 Eau Claire. Rapids, no runs on 6 hits. They've already left 8 runners on base through 4 innings. And again, that goes to the defense from Eau Claire and the pitching from Tommy Perkins. Perkins will lead things off here for Eau Claire, followed by Iverson and Carter Veith for post 53. And we're very fortunate to be able to be here with you. Second day of August already. Some schools in the state will be starting in about 3 weeks or so. Ooh, just missed there, and it's 2-0. Usually the Catholic schools start before the public schools. That's going to be grounded off the hands to Lewis at first. And there's one away here in the 4th inning. Warm-up action. That's Kellen Smith. 18, right, Mike? 18. Yep. Kellen Smith warming up.
The right fielder, number 10.
That'll bring up Tyler Iverson. Kellen Smith warming up in the bullpen for Eau Claire. A late strike call, and it's 0-1. I appreciate all of our sponsors and all of our people helping us out. Ground ball over to Orheim, underneath his glove, and another error for Wisconsin Rapids. 4th error of the game for the Rangers. And Eau Claire with the base runner on, and 1 out for Carter Veith. He singled back in the 3rd inning, and then it was picked off at first base by Tokarski.
The catcher, number 7, Carter Veith.
He just took a look at the shot of Veith over there in the batter's box, and you saw the faces of the Ranger players and coaching staff. Right now bleak for post 9. Snow cone there by Plum, and it's 1-0. Eau Claire had a late night last night, 9:30 start, just about 9:30. Mike Wendland and the crew and everybody up here got out of here a little before midnight. Again, that all goes to the rain delays that we had, and the stream last night for the Wisconsin Rapids Marshfield game ended up being 6 hours, 10 minutes, and 15 seconds long. Even though it was that long, it was one of the first games, one of the quickest games to ever be processed for us on Zaleski Sports on the back end of YouTube. And back in time, just barely, is Iverson. But had a consistent viewing audience, about low 80s during that crazy time. Had a couple of dance-offs yesterday. There goes the runners. Throw down to second is in time And Cannon Plowman guns out Tyler Iverson. And there's 2 away. Again, that's a veteran catcher. He threw it to the base, waited for Landon Freeman to get there, or he led Landon Freeman like a quarterback to the base and was able to throw him out in plenty of time. Now Carter Veith, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And a swing and a miss. That one gets past Plowman. Tough play here for Cannon. Throw down to first, is into right field. So a strikeout and a wild pitch. No error on that one. And there's a runner on now with 2 outs for Jamison Keska.
Second baseman, number 3, Jamison Keska.
Jamison reached on an error his last time up. That was that throw by Orheim that just popped out of the mitt of Lewis. A close throw there may have gotten Veith for the second time. Carter is picked off back in the 3rd. Foul straight back into the screen at us, and it's 0-1. And back in time, just barely again, is Veith. John Belo, our first base umpire. And that one gets past Tokarski, or that one gets past Lewis. Another error by Wisconsin Rapids. My goodness. The 5th error of the game for Post 9. We're only in the bottom of the 4th inning. Now a runner in scoring position with 2 outs. Fouled it into the screen, and Keska behind 0-2. And you got to give credit to Eau Claire, though, because they're putting balls in play and making Rapids make outs. That was going to be fouled at the plate. Carter Gunderson retrieving that one right in front of Olivia. Runner at second and 2 outs. And Tokarski misses, and it's 1-2. The Dahlman Insurance Agency provides business, home, auto, and farm insurance throughout the Chippewa Valley. Contact Eric Knutson in Elk Mound or Wayne Dahlman in Eau Claire. Dahlman Insurance, come for the rates, stay for the service. 2 balls and 2 strikes and 2 outs here. Top of the order, 2 up next for Eau Claire. Rapids will have 4, 5, and 6 in the 5th. Karski, off the glove. He almost made a behind-the-back catch and was able to come away with the play and secure the out at first base. No runs, no hits, 2 errors, and 1 left on. We've played 4 complete. It's Eau Claire 2 and Wisconsin Rapids nothing. You're watching the AAA American Legion State Tournament on Zaleski Sports.
The Sports Den, located on Marshfield's sunny south side since 1975. The Sports Den has the area's best selection of outdoor equipment. Find top brands of snowshoes, cross-country and downhill skis, snowboards, swimming equipment, skateboards, and more. The Sports Den has a full-service bike repair center along with top bike brands, Specialized, Trek, and others. The Sports Den is Central Wisconsin's Fat Bike headquarters. Visit the Sports Den in Marshfield Monday through Saturday and thesportsden.net.
Welcome. How may we help you?
New windows, new garage, new car, swimming pool. Tuition, we're not talking scholarship here. And a vacation.
Our affordable home equity line of credit may be just what you need.
Medical expenses, braces for our youngest. How about the dog? Roof. How about the roof? And did I mention how long I wanted that vacation to be?
Your money, your life. How may we help you?
Top of the 5th inning we go. Taking a look at Sawyer Stein there for post 53. Again, the scenario, if you're just joining us, again, to give a big shout out to our umpiring crews as well. Staying out there, they've done a great job this week being out there in long pants and shirts and undershirts and in all usually dark clothes and very hot weather. They've done a good job for all of us here this weekend. Again, the scenario, if you're just joining us, if a Wisconsin Rapids win would guarantee 2 games tomorrow. Wisconsin Rapids and Milwaukee at 4. Then the winner of that game will play for a state championship against Eau Claire. If Eau Claire hangs on to win this game, there's a possibility of only 1 game tomorrow against Milwaukee at 4 o'clock. If Milwaukee beats Eau Claire in the first game, then a state championship sudden death at 7 o'clock. But we'll get through all that, and we'll have all that when this ball game is over with. Lewis pops it up on the infield. That's Cornell at short and makes the catch. Tommy Perkins has had these Rapids players guessing. They do have 6 hits, but through the first 4 innings, they've left 8 runners on base. They had bases loaded in the second and the third innings and could not come away with it. The issue in the second inning was that they had the bases loaded 2 outs. They tried to put a rally together with 2 outs in the 4th inning as well. And now Gage Honeyegger looks at a ball. Perkins at 74 pitches. Two balls and no strikes. Last time Wisconsin Rapids was in the state tournament, 2019, over in Chippewa Falls. Honeyegger ahead 3-0. They lost on a crazy play to end that one against Oshkosh. They ended their season against Oshkosh 5 years ago. The 3-0. And Honeyegger draws a 4-pitch walk. Another base runner for Wisconsin Rapids. Honeyegger with exceptional speed stands at first base with 1 out for Jackson Laskowski. He popped out with the bases loaded in the 3rd inning and grounded out to start the 2nd inning. Honeyegger always a threat. Perkins looks at him. He knows it. And ground ball to 3rd and foul past Lauscher and Ranger head coach Court Halber. Honeyegger stayed put on that pitch. Josh Tokarski on deck. Couple of flyouts to the left, one to the fence, and then a shallow one that ended up. Then Kellen Smith ended up throwing out Cannon Plowman at the plate in the 3rd. Perkins comes set on pitch number 79. Outside, throw down to first, back in time, just back in time is Honeyegger. A ball and a strike here to Laskowski. Honeyegger stays put, bounces in there again, and it's 2-1. Perkins. Honeyegger stays put again. That one's going to be driven to deep left field. Smith back there and makes the routine catch. Made it look routine. And there's 2 away now for Josh Tokarski. A couple of flyouts to left. Kellen Smith has played tremendous in left field in this game so far.
The pitcher, number 19, Josh Tokarski.
Kellen Smith was warming up in the last half inning. He was the final out of the 3rd, so he was throwing before. And that one's going to be hit into right center field. That one is going to get down, and they're going to send Honeyegger. They're going to keep him there, and the throw is going to be cut off by Stein. And a hit run executed again, this time by Wisconsin Rapids. And they cut the deficit in half, and it's 2-1. Eau Claire on top. Looped it right into right center field, and Honeyegger off with the
3rd baseman, number 24, Carson Orheim.
Off with the pitch. Orheim almost took one in in the chin, and it's 1-0. Runner at first and 2 outs. Orheim to third. That's Lauscher. And scooped there by Stein to end the 5th inning. Rapids gets 1 on a hit. They leave another one. We've played 4.5. New score, Eau Claire 2, Rapids 1. Eau Claire will have the top of the order 2 up next. You're watching the AAA American Legion State Tournament on Zaleski Sports.
Little Sprouts Learning Garden with 2 convenient central Wisconsin locations. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
Little Sprouts has been around for almost 7 years here in Auburndale. In Rudolph, we've been open for about 2.5. We serve here in Auburndale. We have 6 weeks old up until 12-year-olds. And then in Rudolph, we have 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds. The biggest thing that we do with them is we have play-based learning so that they learn through play with each other. And social skills are a huge part of what we do with them.
Find Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
Save during the summer tire event at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Up to $200 back on select sets of 4 Goodyear tires. Buy online or mail-in rebate when you use the Goodyear credit card. Through June 28 at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
Welcome back to Wisconsin Rapids. Bottom of the 5th inning we go. Fans from near and far enjoying baseball here this week in Wisconsin Rapids. As, again, thank you to all of our fans, or not our fans, fans of baseball and fans of these 2 teams. And the 8 teams that were here this week, down to just 3. And it's going to be a fun final couple of games here on Zaleski Sports this week. Grant Locke going to lead things off. A ground out and a fly out tonight for Grant as we head to the bottom of the 5th. Inside corner is good on a spinner, and it's 0-1. Speaking of spinners, and see how this game is going. Bottom of the 7th. Brew Crew up 6-3. Fouled back into the softball field, and it's 0-2. Want to give a big shout out to our friends over at Wood Street Rental as well, helping provide us with a center field camera this week, using the lift that they had up in Weston at DC Evers High School, put it on the trailer and brought it down here on Monday night. Low and away, evens it up at 2-2. Give me that pretty sweet look there behind Dekarski. 2-2, ground ball over to Caleb Ellis. And able to get Locke by a step and a half, and there's 1 away. Security Financial Bank, SFB. Whether you are starting a business, buying your first home, or saving for college, SFB are the bankers who believe in you. Learn more today at sfbank.com. That's sfbank.com. Member FDIC. First offering to Cornell misses. He singled and scored back in the 3rd. High and tight underneath the arms of Cornell. Don't forget, at the conclusion of this game, we'll have our Chippewa Valley Orthopedics post-game show. Either talk to Cord Helper or Mark Faunus of Eau Claire. And that one hits Cornell as Plumman ricochet off again. That'll bring up Leo Lauscher. Ground ball and an RBI single. Singled into right field his last time up.
Leo Lauscher.
Gonna be hit over to Ellis. Ellis to Freeman at second, across, and in time. 6-4-3 double play to end the 5th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. We've played 5 complete, still 2-1 Eau Claire. Back after this on Zaleski Sports.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
Hi,
this is Jill from Home Furniture and Design. Since 1970, in 4 generations, our family has been proudly offering quality furniture like Lazy Boy, Serta, and Amish to Central Wisconsin. We also offer free in-home design with our professionally trained designers to help you create a space that is uniquely yours, whether it's just a sofa or the entire home.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love Home Furniture.
West Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, and Post Road in Plover.
After a couple years of a job that doesn't fit, it's time for more money, more opportunity. That is where Mid-State Technical College comes in. Would cooking be a good fit? Try on a career in welding. Perhaps the outdoors suits you better. Or maybe helping people is a better fit. No matter your path, we've got cutting-edge classes with field-trained professionals and better tuition options, making Mid-State the perfect fit.
So just some straight-up changes here for Eau Claire. Kellen Smith will be the new pitcher. Tyler Iverson goes over to left, and Tommy Perkins goes into right. Oh, maybe not. No, that's going to be number 1, Elliot Height. So a late substitution, and now they're going to switch spots. Goodness gracious, guy. So Elliot Height will be the new left fielder. Iverson will stay over in right. So again, our changes here. Elliot Height, the new left fielder. Tyler Iverson.
Also for Eau Claire, now playing left field, number 1, Elliot Height.
And so that is the changes. Height is the new left fielder. Perkins is out of the game. Kellen Smith went from left to the mound. So that is only switched there. Originally, Tommy Perkins was out in right field and Tyler Iverson was out in left. That's why we were a little confused. And Landon Freeman looks at a strike to start the 6th inning. Rapids has only got 6 outs to work with to save their season. Low and away. Evens it up at a ball and a strike. The 1-1. Line to left and foul. Brett Simonson awaits on deck here for Wisconsin Rapids. Kellen Smith, who played a tremendous left field tonight, is on the mound. Had some big time plays. Now it's going to be hit to Height in left. It's going to drift over. And there's one away. First ball to him. As soon as he comes in, is a lazy fly ball to left. And that'll bring up Brett Simonson, hit by a pitch, a walk, and a single tonight for Brett.
Number 2, number 8, Brett Simonson.
Carson Orheim warming up for Wisconsin Rapids. We knew it was one of the two. We either knew Tokarski was going to start or Orheim was going to start. Tokarski got the start. Now Orheim warming up in the pen. And Simonson is ahead 2-0. There's a strike to Brett. 2 balls and a strike. Time is called late by Brett. Granted. And appreciate Jim, Greg, Sandra, and Jamie checking in. Thank you, Jamie. The 2-1. Probably see Jamie next weekend at the WBA Regionals here in Wisconsin Rapids. Wisconsin Rapids Redhawks hosting a couple of pool play regionals. The 3-1 to Brett. Swung on and missed. Full count here to Simonson with 1 out. Smith outside. And Brett draws another walk. On base for the 4th time tonight. That'll bring up Caleb Ellis. Had a bloop single his last time up. 1 on, 1 out for the number 2 hitter, Caleb Ellis.
Shortstop, number 15, Caleb Ellis.
A pop out to third, a fly out to right, and a single for Caleb tonight. Inside corner and miss, and it's 1-0. One-0 count. There's a strike. Again for Eau Claire tonight. Big decision is, do you want to have to play a guarantee just 1 game tomorrow, or maybe 2 tomorrow? That's going to be fouled into the Eau Claire dugout, and it's 1-2. Because if Eau Claire loses tonight, they are guaranteed only 1 game tomorrow at 7 o'clock. If they win, they'll be in a double elimination scenario against Milwaukee tomorrow at 4. And if Milwaukee wins that game, it'll be a sudden death at 7. The 1-2 bounces in there. Nice stop by Veith behind the plates. And runs even here to Caleb Ellis. And if Rapids wins tonight, they'll have to win 2 more tomorrow to be crowned state champions for the first time since 1995. The 2-2 misses low. Count runs full now to Ellis. Back-to-back full counts to the Rapids hitters. But still a long way before that can happen. The 3-2. Swung on and missed, and a huge strikeout there for Kellen Smith. And there's 2 away. Big strikeout for Caleb Ellis. That'll bring up Cannon Plowman. Walk, single, and a strikeout. And if you're Milwaukee, you're probably cheering on Eau Claire tonight, because a win for Eau Claire guarantees that Milwaukee will also be in the National Regional next week in Carroll Stream, Illinois. They haven't been to there had not been a Milwaukee team in the AAA state tournament since 1999. That was the Milwaukee Bulldogs. They went 0-2 in that state tournament. Milwaukee Pikemen are at Championship Saturday. Either way, they would have to win 2 games tomorrow as well. Plowman to third and foul, and he's behind 1-2. So either Wisconsin Rapids or Milwaukee will have to win 2 games tomorrow to be crowned state champs. Eau Claire trying to only have to play 1 game. A win here and then a win at 4 o'clock, and the tournament is over. A 1-2 to Plowman. Got him looking on the breaking ball. Plowman goes down via the strikeout. That'll end the 6th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 more left on. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. It's still 2-1 Eau Claire. Back after this on Zaleski Sports.
A nice controlled turn, and here comes the pontoon. What a boat.
I don't know that you can have a better activity today than the pontoon through this event. I said this is a world-class event. That was a world-class trailering of that pontoon right there.
Now we've got the green arrow, so now you got a little bit of a little. Oh! U-turn! U-turn! Oh my goodness!
U-turn? You gotta be kidding me!
It's a broadcaster's dream because we're literally in the middle of a crossing pattern.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
Bottom of the sixth inning we go. Again, a lot of fans taking in this game here tonight. Beautiful weather compared to what we had last night. And it'll be Sawyer Stein to lead things off for Eau Claire here in the sixth, followed by Kellen Smith and Elliott Height for post 53. And we're in the bottom of the sixth inning already here. 2-1 Eau Claire trying to get some of those insurance runs. Call them the Dahlman Insurance runs. Dahlman Insurance runs. Josh Tokarski's first pitch, his 74th of the night, is in for a strike. Nope, missed the ball, pardon me. Inside, yep. That was going to be flown to right. Laskowski, long run, chasing it down, diving foul ball. Laskowski gave it a heck of an effort. And it will be a ball and a strike here to Stein. One ball, one strike to Sawyer. Breaking ball, that one's lined into the other gap, and it's going to get past Simonson all the way to the wall. Stein will stop at second with a leadoff double for Eau Claire. Simonson thought about diving for it, couldn't get it cut off, and Eau Claire with a base runner here with nobody out in the sixth inning for Kellen Smith. Kellen right now has got to be in the running if we were to interview players. We won't interview players until tomorrow unless there's a walk-off tonight. Kellen Smith has got to be in the running for a player of the game. Made some tremendous plays in left field. Took an extra base hit away from Josh Tokarski. Caught a ball on a pop-up by Tokarski and then threw out Cannon Plumman at home. That one is past third, and it's a fair ball. Right inside the bag, and Stein will score. The throw to second is going to be cut off. And Eau Claire adds their lead here with back-to-back doubles for post 53. Right inside the bag at third. And it's 3-1 Eau Claire. Got to bring up the lefty Elliott Height, the left fielder and the left-handed hitter. You know, Claire knocked off Milwaukee last night 8-3. Wisconsin Rapids out hitting Eau Claire today 7-4. But Eau Claire getting the timely hits. And Rapids has not. Squares the bunt, misses outside. Get a lot of these guys on this Eau Claire team, or a number of them, members of the team last year that lost to Janesville in the state championship game. Trying to avenge that loss and take a state championship trophy back to Eau Claire. Tokarski comes set on pitch number 81. Squares again, misses again. Again, Orheim was warming up in the last half inning. Don't forget our Chippewa Valley Orthopedic postgame show. Wrap up our broadcast here tonight, whenever it may happen. And Tokarski walks Elliott Height on 5 pitches. So 2 on and nobody out for Tyler Iverson, and that will do it for Josh Tokarski here tonight, I can assume. Orheim and Tokarski likely just going to switch spots here. And Josh looks over to Cord Halbert and says rubbing that shoulder a little bit. 2 on and nobody out. We play in the bottom of the 6th inning. 3-1 Eau Claire. For Wisconsin Rapids right now is do or die time. Tokarski's going to stay out there. You're down by 2. You're going to have 4, 5, and 6 due up in the top of the 7th. You have to keep this deficit at least 2. Or at 2. If you're Eau Claire, just keep on adding on here. Tyler Iverson strikeout and reached on an error.
Number 10, Tyler Iverson.
Wisconsin Rapids has 5 errors tonight defensively. Squares the bunt, gets it down third base line, and it's going to roll foul. So stat line now right now for Eau Claire, 2 runs on 7 hits. Nope, never mind. 2 runs on 5 hits. 4 runners left on base. Have committed 0 errors. I don't have any errors on my book. Maybe I do somewhere. I didn't think so. A ball and a strike. Squares the bunt, fouls it at the plate. For Wisconsin Rapids, 1 run on 7 hits, 5 errors, and 10 runners left on base. They had the base loaded in the 2nd and the 3rd innings. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Tyler Iverson, the right fielder. Going to be lined up the middle and into center field. They're going to send the runner Smith. An RBI base hit for Tyler Iverson on 2 strikes. Tried to bunt. He said, I'm not going to be successful at that. He drives one into center field. And Eau Claire leads 4-1, and that'll do it for Josh Tokarski. Carson Orheim coming in to throw. We'll take a break, come back with that pitching change when we come back here on Zaleski Sports.
Bauer & Feind has been based in Marshfield since 1955. And if you're in business that long, you're obviously doing many things right. We always focus on selling world-class products, backing it up with world-class customer support.
Working with Bauer & Feind Business Technologies has been a pleasure. We have staff on call that we can call if we ever have issues, and the printer usability has been really easy, user-friendly.
Give us a call, visit our website. We'd be happy to come in, talk to you. Maybe there's a way we can help you save some money and work more efficiently.
Why work for Staub Construction?
Everybody around you is just family.
Everybody seems to bond together and get along good, and
they, I believe, truly care about their employees.
Staub has a great benefits package.
Staub is an employee-owned company that puts a large emphasis on work-life balance.
And everybody wants to see everybody succeed. It's a good place to work.
Join the team at Staub Construction. Apply now at staubco.com.
5391. 74 5391. 220 American.
All right, new pitcher is Carson Orheim for Wisconsin Rapids. Post 9 trailing 4-1 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Still nobody out, and there's runners at the corners for Eau Claire. Carter Veith will be at the plate. Singled in the 3rd, struck out, but reached first on a wild pitch in the 4th, or a drop third strike. However you may score it. Simonson, Honeyegger, and Laskowski out there. They sure don't want this to be their last game together. Laskowski, a graduate. Simonson and Honeyegger will be back. Again, I don't know all the birthdays or the cutoff lines or whatever, but a lot of these guys play a lot of innings together this summer and this spring. There's a high strike, and it's 0-1. Runners at the corners and nobody out. Orheim back at it, missed inside. Carson pitched phenomenally for Wisconsin Rapids in an elimination game up in Weston last week in a regional. Misses a bit high and away, 2-1. Height and Iverson, the runners. Height over at third, Tyler Iverson at first. He just drove in Kellen Smith. Trying to continue to add on here. That one's going to be hit into right center field. That one's going to get down for a base hit. Height will score. First to third goes Iverson. And Veith will reach second on the throw. It's an RBI base hit. Wheels falling off here for Wisconsin Rapids in the 6th. That'll bring up the number 9 hitter, Jamison Keska. Still nobody out. 5-1 post 53.
Second baseman, number 3, Jamison Keska.
Keska's reached on an error and grounded out his last time up. Infield plays in with nobody out. Breaking ball spun away, and it's 1-0. 5-1 Eau Claire here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Again, with an Eau Claire win tonight, that automatically puts Milwaukee into the National Regional next week as well, because it's the top 2 teams in the Wisconsin State Tournament that make it. Squares the bunt right in front of home plate. It's a suicide squeeze, and they safe at home. The slide by Iverson there just in time, and the suicide squeeze is successful by Keska. Plowman tried to get back. The runners at the corners again, and still nobody out. And another run across here for post 53.
The top of the order for Eau Claire. Center fielder.
That'll bring up Grant Locken. 0 for 3 tonight as Locken. A couple of ground outs and a fly out. Perfect bunt there by Jamison Keska. Orheim gets the ground ball off of Ellis to second, and not in time at first. Another run will score for Eau Claire. Keska is out at second. Locken reaches on the fielder's choice. And that's the first out of the inning. That'll bring up the 8th hitter of the inning, Trent Cornell.
Trent Cornell.
Locken stands at first with good speed. 1 away, 5 across here in the inning for Eau Claire. Spinner in there for a strike from Orheim. There's a big swing. Orheim got him to swing in front of it, and it's 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes. And at the conclusion of this game, we'll be down on the field with the winning manager. There goes the runner off the end of the bat. And it'll remain 1 ball and 2 strikes. One ball and 2 strikes. Evens it up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Misses high. Again, with an Eau Claire win, they just have to beat Milwaukee once tomorrow at 4 o'clock. Team that they just beat last night, 8-3. So we'll see how things pan out in the 7th, and then we'll get you ready for Championship Saturday after that. The 2-2 popped up again. The 2-2. Ground ball past third and foul. We're going to do it again between Orheim and Cornell. Once again, I want to say a big thank you to all of our viewers and big shout out to our sponsors, advertisers. A huge thank you to all of our staff this week. Have come by and come out and endured the heat here in Wisconsin Rapids and storms last night. That one's off the end of the bats. We'll do it again. It was warm last week in Weston, but not nearly as it was here this week. Two balls, two strikes. We'll do it again. Ground ball to Tokarski at third. Throws it to Freeman at second across, and Cornell will reach on the fielder's choice. Inning will continue for the ninth hitter of the inning, Leo Lauscher. Lauscher tonight, ground out in the first, RBI single in the third, and bounced into a double play in the fifth.
Third baseman, number 8.
Last couple of years that regional has been in Michigan. This year, just west of Chicago in Carroll Stream, Illinois. Not too far of a drive for the Milwaukee team if they're able to get there. There goes the runner. Throw down to second by Plowman is in time and got him. That'll end our sixth inning. Eau Claire scores 5. Last shot here for Wisconsin Rapids. They need 6. We'll go to the top of the seventh inning. It'll be Lewis, Honeyacre, and Laskowski. Last shot here for post 9. Back after this on Zaleski Sports.
Yeah, and you think about all the different techniques he's got to have in his repertoire, right? All the arrows in his quiver, and he's got all of them here today.
I mean, medium well. Do you want it rare? Special orders, pickles, no pickles, ketchup, no ketchup.
You know, what we're seeing here, Paul, the spatula control is unreal.
Yeah, it's one of those deals where he's got absolutely no beef. He's just focused on doing his job. Yeah, I mean, without these cooks, everyone would just truly be fried.
Welcome to Bruce Orthodontics, where we provide comprehensive orthodontic care to patients of all ages. We are now accepting new patients, and we accept most insurances.
Orthodontics is much more than just a job to me. It is my passion and my life. What separates us from other orthodontists is constant continuing education for myself and my staff, compassion, and dedication. Here at Bruce Orthodontics, we change lives one smile at a time. I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
Again, want to give a big shout out to our friends at Wood Street Rental, helping us out with our pitcher-catcher camera, our camera angle right behind home plate, or behind the pitcher, give you a nice shot of balls and strikes. Here this week again. One defensive change. Tyler Webb is in at second base for Eau Claire. He'll come in for Jamison Keska. Last shot here for Wisconsin Rapids. They need 6 to tie it. They'll send up Braden Lewis, Gage Honeyacre, and Jackson Laskowski against Kellen Smith.
Tyler Webb.
And we'll be on the field for our Chippewa Valley Orthopedic postgame show at the conclusion of this game. Lewis fouls it off. 1 for 3 tonight is Braden. And if this score holds, will be his final game on this field as a Wisconsin Rapids post 9 Ranger. The 0-1. Lines it fouling again, and he's behind 0-2. Again, I don't know age cutoffs, but right now Lewis and Plowman are in their final game. Again, if this score holds, as a post 9 Ranger. No balls and 2 strikes. And got him looking, and that will be the first out of the inning. And Braden Lewis down with a backwards K to start the 7th. That'll bring up Gage Honeyegger. Ground ball, single, and a walk tonight for Gage. Kellen Smith on the mound here for post 53. There's a strike to Honeyegger, and it's 0-1. Back to Honeyegger. Ground ball to third. Picked up by Lauscher. Throw across and in time. And Rapids down to their final out. Leo Lauscher, another good play over at third. And the last shot here for Wisconsin Rapids will be up to Jackson Laskowski.
Right fielder, number 9, Jackson Laskowski.
Kellen Smith trying to get his team to championship Saturday unbeaten. And that one hits Laskowski. So a 2-out base runner here for Wisconsin Rapids. That'll bring up Josh Tokarski, the third baseman.
That'll bring up the Ranger third baseman, number 19, Josh Tokarski.
Tokarski with a couple of flyouts and an RBI single. Smith fires home. Ground ball past third. The 0-1, there goes Laskowski. Swung on and missed. They'll give Jackson second base. Now Rapids down their final strike here in 2024. Kellen Smith once again trying to get his team to a championship Saturday with no losses. Swung on and missed. Fouls hit into the mitts. And Eau Claire post 53 will head into championship Saturday undefeated and only one win away from the state championship. Final score here tonight, Eau Claire 7 and Wisconsin Rapids 1. Rapids goes 1 run on 7 hits, 5 errors, and 11 runners left on base. Eau Claire goes 7 runs, 7 hits, no errors, and 4 left on base. We'll be down with Coach Mark Faunus after this in our Chippewa Valley Orthopedics postgame show on Zaleski Sports.
Hi, I'm Shai from Next Step Prosthetics. 5 years ago, we opened our practice to provide life-changing prosthetics that are both comfortable and functional.
I would definitely recommend Shai.
Shai is very compassionate, caring.
We've grown to serve patients throughout Wisconsin. We want to thank them, their families, and providers who have trusted us on their journey.
Go to Next Step, because it's going to change your life.
Why wait another day? Call to set up a free, no-obligation evaluation. Let us take the next step together towards a better life.
A nice controlled turn, and here comes the pontoon. What a boat.
I don't know that you can have a better activity today than the pontoon through this event. I said this is a world-class event. That was a world-class trailering of that pontoon right there.
Now we've got the green arrow, so now you got a little bit of a... Oh! U-turn! U-turn! Oh, my goodness.
U-turn? You got to be kidding me.
It's a broadcaster's dream because we're literally in the middle of a crossing pattern.
Paul, what we're looking for today first is that basic shopper, the one that's going to go for fruit that's in season right now, because those are the easy picks, the raspberry, the strawberry, the blueberry. But the experts, the one who are going to get the job done today and shine bright on a day like today, those are the ones shopping for the mangoes.
And when you think about vegetables at the grocery store, really there's a lot at stake, because at this point your next stop is the meat market. You don't want to be chicken when you go ahead and pick out your vegetables. You got to make sure you got the right pairing.
When you double clutch on your list, that's when things quickly spiral out of control. Yeah, and you think about about all the different techniques he's got to have in his repertoire, right? All the arrows in his quiver, and he's got all of them here today.
I mean, medium well. Do you want it rare? Special orders, pickles, no pickles, ketchup, no ketchup.
You know, what we're seeing here, Paul, the spatula control is unreal.
Yeah, it's one of those deals where he's got absolutely no beef. He's just focused on doing his job. Yeah, I mean, without these cooks, everyone would just truly be fried.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Welcome back to Wisconsin Rapids in our Chippewa Valley Orthopedics postgame show. Rely on your experience of our sports medicine team when you experience any sports-related injury or issue. You can count on prompt, proper diagnosis, customized treatment plan to meet your goal. Their orthopedic surgeons and our athletic trainers serve your athlete in Eau Claire, Chippewa Falls, and Western Wisconsin. No, not today. We're ready for you. All right, Coach, heading to championship Saturday, undefeated. It's pretty special at this time of the year. Just talk about, first off, getting this win here tonight, big sixth inning.
You know, it was a game where some guys got some playing time that didn't see much playing time, and they came in and did a great job. Our pitchers, I can't say enough of what they did tonight. They threw strikes. We made the plays behind them, and it was a great night playing baseball.
Hey, Kellen Smith, exceptional defense in left field, gunned a guy down at home plate, at the wall, came in and finished the game on the mound. Just talk about his performance.
You know, he hasn't been on the mound in a while, and he came in, and he went down in the bullpen, and he just started throwing strikes, and the guy said he's ready to go. So he came in and did the job for us. And Tommy Perkins did a great job. He's our backup catcher. So he came in and did a great job for us and kept us in the game.
I mentioned it a couple times. We were up in Marinette with you guys last year. Tough way to end last year. Yeah. Now you come here and one win away from the state championship. Just talk about the guys that came back and wanting that revenge.
You know, the kids that came back experienced the national regional last year, and the other kids feed off that. I mean, they tell them stories about it's something you'll remember the rest of your life, and so is a state championship if you can get it. So hopefully tomorrow we play our best ball yet.
All right, thank you, Coach. Congratulations. We'll see you tomorrow.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. All right, with that, we're going to sign things off here from Wisconsin Rapids. Milwaukee, Eau Claire at 4 o'clock. If Milwaukee wins game one, we'll have a sudden death state championship game at 7 o'clock. But once again, congratulations. Braden Sutter, Olivia Zimmerman, Katie Lecton, Mike Wendland. This is Steve Mave signing off from Wisconsin Rapids. We'll be back with you 4 o'clock first pitch. Eau Claire post 53, Milwaukee post 426 for a state championship tomorrow afternoon here in Wisconsin Rapids on Zaleski Sports. Have a great rest of your night, everyone. We'll talk to you again tomorrow afternoon here on Zaleski Sports.